Hi YouTube, this is Trying to Conceive After a Loss. I'm here with a cycle update. I am on cycle day 11. The last I talked to y'all, I was on cycle day 8. Okay, so I've been testing since cycle day 8, 3 days after my last pill of soy. And as you remember, I did cycle days 1 through 5, 200 milligrams, 1 and 2. Three I did, cycle day 3 I did 240. And cycle days 4 and 5 I did 280. Well, I started having twinges on my right and left ovary about cycle day 9, which I'm glad I started testing. And today I just basically I'm starting to get the pain on my right side only. So, I'm starting to get into my really fertile phase. My CM is still creamy, but it's starting to thin out. So I'm probably pretty close. I'm not saying I'm like really close to ovulation, but I'm getting there. My body is letting me know by my ovulation twinges in my ovaries, and my CM is starting to change. My temperature, it's still in the 97s. Today was 97.3, so I know my temperature dip is around 96, 9 or 8, somewhere in that when it's ovulation time. So, the next days to come, I'll know if my temperature is going to slowly start declining, which means I know I'm getting closer. Now, again, I'm on cycle day 11. Now, my normal ovulation is between cycle day 19 to 22. My cycles are 35 days long, the least being 33. And I think that's because I ovulated on cycle day 18. On that cycle, I had a 33-day cycle. And I had a 13-day lateral phase, I think. 18, 14 or 15. My lateral phase, I've noticed, is actually getting a little bit longer, which is good for me because that means my progesterone is high, and it would sustain a pregnancy if a pregnancy is achieved. Now, how long will it sustain a pregnancy? I have no idea. But from what I look back on my previous cycles where I did conceive, and I did notice that I baby danced a lot the week before ovulation and the week of. And that's my plan now, which I've already started the baby dancing. I'm going to try to get the pattern as close as possible, if not exactly dead on or more than when I did the cycle I conceived. I just did do an OPK, and I'm trying to wait on it to finish. I do know that it's negative, but this is a really dark negative OPK for cycle day 11. And I've been getting these. I noticed on cycle day 8 they were lighter, and I do have pictures I can show you on my phone, but right now I'm going to show you this one on the webcam. And now they're starting to slowly, increase in the darkness of the line. Like I said before, I have a fade-in pattern, which is kind of good because it gives you sort of a heads up about ovulation because you're fading in darker and darker. And then it's kind of a bad thing because you get stuck at one point and you're like, okay, well, they're not changing. I'm not going to ovulate like I did last cycle. I was just so worried I wasn't going to ovulate. And that morning I had got a negative, and I do know you're not supposed to take it in the morning. But as soon as 3 o'clock hit, boom, I had my positive. And like right now, I'm having my twinges in my right ovary. They're very noticeable. Not really strong, but noticeable. So I did this OPK about maybe 7 minutes ago. And it's supposed to, the reaction time is 10 minutes. But I can pretty much show you what I'm getting at here. Let me see. There you go. I think it's because the lighting in the house. There you go. You can see, like I said, the course is still negative, but that's a pretty dark negative to me on cycle day 11. So, and that's what I got just now. Now, the one before that I did earlier, that I was making a video and someone had came and interrupted my video. It's right here. And this has dried, so I know it may look different. Yeah. So this is the one I took before this one. So I'm getting about the same consistency of wines, which means it's a good thing because these are a lot darker than what I started out with. And this is the one I just took. So, and by the way, these are the Tender Needs OPKs. They look like this. I know it's kind of backwards on here, but these are what they look like. I got them off of eBay. You could get 50 for $10, free shipping, or you could get 100 for 20. I got the 50 for 10, and then I went ahead on and I got another 20, which will be here tomorrow. And then I got my 7 advanced Clear Blue Digital OPKs, and I got 7 original Clear Blue OPKs coming as well. So these two together, you can see the line is the same. It's the same. It's not positive, which like I said, I know it's not, but it's very close. Now this cycle, I want to confirm ovulation 4 different ways. I know, but 4 different ways. Yes, 4 different ways. It's going to be CM, BBT, Clear Blue Digital Advance, Clear Blue Original, Open Circle or Smiley Face, and then this is just my 5th one, which will be the Tender Needs Line OPK. So that'll be confirmation of ovulation 5 ways. My line Tender Needs test, my CM, my BBT, my Clear Blue Advanced Digital, and my Clear Blue Original Digital. I'm not playing around this cycle. So we'll see what happens in my 2-week wait when I get there. I will be leaving the state, which I will be doing lots of videos once I get down to South Carolina. I'm so happy. I'm going to South Carolina to see my family. I haven't seen my family in about 2 years because the year I came back from South Carolina, which was 2011, I had to have a corneal transplant in my right eye, which was totally unexpected. I came home in April. I came home in April. Started having problems where I couldn't see at all. Now, just to let you know, my vision it was bad previously, so I noticed it was worse. So I went to our doctor in May. She said that she had to send me to a specialist. So I went to the specialist in June, and he sent me to a surgeon in July, and my surgery was in August. And with that surgery, it's like any other organ transplant. It's a chance of rejection. I will always be on prednisone eye drops. It's been 2 years, and I still have my stitches in my eye. Not as many because he starts taking them out to see if it helps with your vision. But I still have the main stitch, which he will not remove because I itch my eye, which you're not supposed to do. But my allergies are bad, and he doesn't want me to scratch, to itch my eye and tear my cornea from the tissue that it has connected to. So I had that, and with that I had appointments starting every 2 weeks. Then I went to every month, and I started to reject, and I had to start back going every 2 weeks, and then I just now getting a break to every 3 months. Then same thing as about the next year after my surgery, I had my gallbladder removed. Now, I found out I had to get my gallbladder removed right after my birthday. It took them to, April. And it took them to July to remove my gallbladder, it was hectic waiting because I was basically living off of nausea medication and pain pills because I had nausea so bad, and the pain, it was horrible. I couldn't eat. And then I had to deal with that and recovery from that. So now I officially I do have the free to get up and go to see my family. And everybody is excited to see me. So the only thing about that is I did order Clemate offline, which I did tell you in the other video. I know I'm skeptical of taking it, but I ordered 25 milligrams of Clemate. I ordered 30 pills offline, and they should be here by the end of this month. Now, with the fact of me going to South Carolina in October, if I don't conceive this cycle, I will find out October the 13th is when my period will be due. So if I get it, then I know I didn't conceive. If I don't, that means I probably have conceived. So if I get my period in October, because we're going to South Carolina on the 11th and we're staying until I think the end of October, I'm going to just cut that cycle as a break cycle from soy. Any medications that I may self-medicate myself to take, I'm just going to do a break cycle. It's going to be me and my mom. My boyfriend's going to be here, so no baby dancing, no nothing. What I will do is probably won't have the privacy to do my temperature every morning. So what I would do is I'm going to just, track my ovulation by OPKs while I'm down there. Order me about 50 OPKs to take with me. Therefore, I know when I get my positive that I'm still on track. And that'll be my break cycle. And then when I come back home, my November cycle will be the cycle that I'm actually going to try the Clomid on. Now, my thing with the Clomid is I don't know what milligrams I'm going to start off with. I know they say it's best to start off with the lowest dose, which is 50 milligrams. But I may want to take 100 or 150. I know the max is 200. So I don't know. I don't want it to be too high, but I don't want it to be too low. So we will see. And I may try to do the soy and Clomid on the same cycle. Now, I read up on that. They do cancel each other out, but that's if you take them at the same time. From what I understand, you take the soy in the beginning of the cycle, and you take the Clomid the second. Now, in the beginning of the cycle, 1 to 5, you take your soy, and from 5 to 9, you take your Clomid. From what I read, the Clomid will thin your lining in your uterus, but your soy will counteract that side effect of the Clomid and will keep your uterus lining thick while you're taking it, which means if you did conceive, it will lower your chances of a miscarriage with the Clomid and with the thinning of your lining. So who knows? We'll see. And that's also a higher chance of twins. And with PCOS and Clomid, your chances are slightly higher because you have immature eggs in your ovaries that's been sitting there for a while, and there's a chance that the Clomid is what you need to kickstart your ovulation. And once you kickstart it, you could release more than one egg. It's a bigger chance of multiples. From what I understand, my PCOS is not polycystic ovary based, but it's just hormone based, which last doctor's visit in August, my hormones are all normal except for my prolactin. But my prolactin went from 66 to 34, which she said is really great. That means the medication is working, and my testosterone has went down. My TSH, which is my thyroid, was never high to begin with, but it went from 4.1 down to 2 point something. So everything is just going down normal. So hopefully, with everything down the way it is, everything will work out fine. I'm also taking royal jelly every day, about 1,500 milligrams if I can get it in with every meal. If not, I just do 1,000. But I am taking that every day, along with drinking more water than usual. I noticed that my CM is a lot more abundant than it was last cycle with the soy. I had very little of it, and when I got my egg white, it was only one time, and that was probably the day of ovulation. So now that my CM is starting to do a lot better, along with pre-C, which I'm going to go to get tomorrow while I'm at the store, hopefully things will work out. But since this video is already at 14 minutes, I'm going to show you really quick my OPKs. Oh, and I did another comparison with the OEM, which I really suggest. If it works for you, great. If it doesn't, and you never tried it before, they are really cheap on eBay. I would not get, and I will show you why right here. This is the OP case. Now look at that. You see my OPK, which is the green one right here. This was the day I took on cycle day 8. That's my first ever one. You see how strong that line is. This is the OPK. Nothing. Not a hint, not a lick, nothing. So ladies, please be aware of those OPKs. I specifically don't know if those OPKs are a higher LH sensitivity or not, but at least I should get some sort of a line, and I have nothing. And you see what I have there, something. Okay, well that was my first OPK. That was cycle day 8. This was cycle day 9. That's cycle day 9's OPK. And this is cycle day 10's OPK. As you see, my line is a lot darker than what it used to be. And like I said, I already showed you cycle day 11. I showed you 11 already. And I think I'm gonna give it. I think I know her name, her YouTube name, but I'm giving a shout out to, I think it's Jay Hicks. Congratulations, honey, on your first ever positive OPK. I know that was a very exciting time for you, and that OPK is so positive. Girl, get the baby dancing, and I hope to see your live positive pregnancy test really soon. And again, congratulations on your positive OPK. Well, okay, ladies, this video is already 16 minutes and going. I'm going to go ahead and cut it short. I have to finish up the dinner. My baby comes home from work at about 8:30, and it's going on 8 o'clock now. So I'm going to get back in this kitchen. Excuse me if you can see all this flour on me. I've been rolling out dough and doing what I normally do in the kitchen, which is I love to cook. And to everybody that subscribed, my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate the support. To everybody that comments and like my videos, thank you so much. I love to hear anybody's opinions or options or whatever you have for me to help me through this trying time of this long term trying to conceive. And to everybody that's very nice to me, I really appreciate it. All my ladies is in a 2-week wait. Positive thinking for you, praying for you, and tons of baby dust to you. To everybody that's about the test, think positive. 2 pink lines. I'm praying for you. And to everybody that's in their cycle, I have a few cycle buddies. One is GA Peach 1214, and I'm looking forward to our positive OPKs and charts and everything. Thank you so much for your support and everything, because it just means so much. One last shout out before I get off of here, and that is to Miss Jazz 213. You sent me a message on YouTube, and I tried to reply, but it wouldn't let my message come through. If you could private message me or email me. I will leave my email in the link below. Therefore, you can email me, because that seems to be the easiest way I can get back to you. Because I did reply back to you. I don't want you to think that you asked me a question and I just didn't want to respond. That's just not how I am. All right then, YouTube. Bye.